everybody, welcome back to the Truck Driver Show on YouTube channel being hosted at
Wait.
Torres'
I thought this is the Luis Torres channel.
It kind of is.
No.
Is somebody's
Welcome
channel?
to the Truck Driver Show channel, guys.
We're going to be looking at the Bogner Uberschall Rev Blue.
Mm-hmm.
Rev Blue. I've never played, well, that's a lie because I just played it.
Sure.
We're going to take a look at this and see what she do. I pretty much just have it dialed in. But if you watch the last video, Lewis is really good at one thing, like phenomenally good. He's got it dialed in, and that's how to turn knobs.
And that's making lasagna. That's it.
He's a good knob turner. It's phenomenal. He's the best one in this basement.
I turn knobby knobs. So, what'd you think about the Bogner, though?
It is great. I played a Bogner
Shiva?
No. Artema?
Oh,
it's like a miniature.
Oh, is it?
One.
Oh, okay.
It was absolute garbage.
Oh, no.
This thing though is great. It really is phenomenal. I was waiting not to really have something super quick, but I didn't really turn much from what you had
didn't.
said.
No, yeah.
I use a little bit. I tune up a little higher. I'm old.
So he tunes to F sharp standard. So he's tuned a whole
standard.
step higher.
I tune standard. I used to down tune a lot, but I don't know. I just kind of re-fallen in love with playing in a standard tuning or standard drop D. And if I down tune, it's just a half step. Rock and roll tuning, Metallica tuning, if you want to call it that, or Eddie Van Halen tuning. For some reason, that's just where I'm happy right now. Probably 2 weeks from now, I'll be back to tuning to Donkey Farts.
Yeah, you've ruined all my guitars. They were all at C sharp. They're all like, "What are you doing to us?" As he's tightening the tuners to E standard. They're like, "No."
Even if I left them alone, I was tuning guitars regardless.
Right. Yeah, totally. So, but
every one of them are out of tune.
But they totally were. He's like, "Why is this one out of tune?" I'm like, only the ones I don't use are out of tune. All the ones that are here on the side are all in tune. Literally, one by one, he's like, out of tune, out of tune. I'm like,
I play more than two strings, though.
Sure, right, exactly. He totally does.
The top two
totally does. Totally does. So,
top three.
So, right. So the Bogner Uberschall is totally my all-time favorite amp, and that's just because I feel like it just has enough flavor, different flavor, and I feel like you kind of were able to pick up on that as you were, moving knobs around. So
it does what I like to see an amp do for metal. That means obviously, if you put a 7-string to it, you're gonna want to put a boost on it, just because the mid frequencies for a 7-string need to be a little bit different. But you can tell the sauce is there because you can plug a standard tuned guitar into it and it just sounds massive.
Yeah.
Like,
I thought
huge.
So too. Like, I was kind of shocked, even when you were first playing drop D, and then you raised it to E. I was just like, that sounds great. It's just an E, and then when you kept bringing it, when you brought it down to D, drop D, it just sounded like a monster. And to me, because I don't like regular tuning or even D, drop D tuning, it just sounded incredible. So, so I now fell in love with the Bogner Uberschall yet again.
I think the reason, though, if you want to talk about the tuning real quick, I think it's because I got on a Lamb of God kick for about a minute and a half.
Oh, okay.
And they tune just straight up standard.
Is it? Are they?
And everybody says you can't be heavy. Lamb of God's fucking heavy.
Yeah.
So I just kind of started getting that thing where everybody was like, no, you need to tune to this to be heavy. You need to tune to this to be heavy. So it's kind of like my rebellious thing going, well, if Lamb of God can do it,
then
everyone can do it.
Sure.
Heavy. A lot of the heaviness, too, is your technique in your hand. You have to adjust a little bit. You have to hit the strings a little bit differently to get that chug. Yeah, sure. Of course you do.
Oh, but not also me. I cheat.
The strings are tighter. So when you're tuned higher, when you dig into it, it really does chug. So you technically...
It's not flopping around like C sharp or C.
No, but you're hitting the strings hard enough that you're taking it out of tune with the chug. So probably if you was to put a tuner on my chug, even though I'm hitting it in drop D, I'm probably knocking it into drop C.
Sure. Yeah. That makes sense.
But I don't know all this. I don't know music theory. I'm a friggin' idiot. I play caveman riffs for other cavemen, apparently.
And
a couple cave women. There's a big
bitches there's a few.
Shit.
There's a few on there. So
I got Frodo feet and shit. You know who I'm talking about. You know it's you.
But it's funny, like one of my buddies was just sharing his Bogner Shiva, and I was just shocked at how incredible that amp sounded too. And I've actually, my local shop had I guess they made the Shiva as a 112 combo, I want to say. I don't think it was a 212. I think it was just a 112 Bogner Shiva combo. I mean, the thing was, they wanted 2,000 for it. And I just thought, if I'm going to spend $2,000, it's not going to be on a 112 combo.
Yeah.
But then when he played it, I was just shocked, and he sent me Mike Reardon. It was just insane. I was just like, oh, that's a Shiva. I'm like, oh, that sounds like a beast. Yes.
A lot of it too is like
beast mode.
Some people will plug into Marshalls like a JCM 800 and they swear by it. Like, nothing chugs like a JCM 800. Ugh. Nothing sounds like shit like a JCM 800 in my opinion, as I'm sitting in front of a whole stack of them.
I have a JCM 800. But you know what? Someone the other day mentioned, they're like, if you're playing heavy, you can't expect it to sound heavy, because a lot of these bands in the 80s had gotten their JCM 800 modded. So everyone's like, oh, this guitarist back in the day used the JCM 800, but it was modded. So even then...
Jose mod, most of them.
Yeah, but even with the... What do I have in there? You
got that dual, little...
That mod V2. The what? Whatever. I mean, I have an episode with it.
2 into 1 hole. It's almost like porn, right. But it's 2.
It's right.
Kind of same thing.
It's 2 12AX7s into 1, and it kind of brings up enough gain, but you definitely have to hit it with an overdrive and a boost pedal, which is interesting.
Both.
Yeah.
Because that's an awful lot of work. Because amp sound.
Yeah, because the overdrive pedal, you don't use it necessarily for any gain action. You literally just use it. For the actually, I'm sorry, with the overdrive, you put the drive on, so you get that higher end gain, but you don't necessarily use the tone to tighten the tone. You use the boost to tighten the tone, because if not, it ends up yeah. So you have to keep those two separate, which is weird. Even Joe Affey from Maximum Penalty in Brooklyn, that's how he runs his JCM 800. He uses a Maxon OD808 as the overdrive and the Fortin 33 as his boost, and that's him telling me directly. So yeah. So
in other words, he put $400 in front of his $2,000 amp.
Mine would be more, because I actually have that little $250 mod that's in there. So basically,
stop by Marshalls.
Sure.
Unless you're in a country band,
get yourself a Cherrytone Yeti though.
I forgot you got one of those.
Yeah. Did you ever try the Yeti?
I've never tried a Stereo
Tone. Yeah.
Something tells me I might be making another video.
Yeah. We're going to have another video, folks. And this time we're going to be using the Yeti 50 watt. I mean, that thing's a beast. Oh, it's ridiculous, so.
You'll find it on his channel, though. We don't need to suck up my whole channel with his
With
surroundings.
all my...
We'll put that one up. I'll do the...
You'll have guys reaching out to you. Dude, what's up with the Yeti? You're going to be like, dude, I don't know. Talk to Lewis. I was at his fucking house. I don't have it here.
But
dude,
really,
take my PV.
I don't need your PV. I got a PV.
Yeah, but that's the 6505 with the Celestion V30.
You have no idea how good that band.
Yeah,
you should have had me bring it. So you could have.
You clearly it sounds fine in the videos. Yeah. But then I was just like, I wonder if he'll take the PV. But I have my Randall too.
You have 2 PA50s, don't you?
No, just the one PA50.
Oh, for some reason I thought you had 2. I was going to steal one of those.
Oh no.
Yeah, well, that idea got shit on quick. I was going to take my KSR stuff out on the road with my 1x12.
Oh, right. You have that PV112.
That's all right.
Yeah.
I got the methods to do it. I just want to have it all KSR.
Kisser. Guys, thank you so much for watching.
We haven't even shot the damn thing with the amp yet.
We should just end it now, though.
No.
Guys, hit the subscribe button if you haven't yet. Welcome. Thank you for watching the Truck Driver Sean show.
9 minutes for spreading our circles.
We're going to go run the Bogner Uberschall now.
I think it's unbelievable. A little bit of help with the phalanx. So that takes care of that. So we're gonna touch. I'm not gonna change the settings. I got it right in a sweet spot for hard rock and metal. Whether I'm doing hard rock or I'm doing metal, where you agree? That's rock and roll. It's metal. It sounds right good, by the way. So we're gonna hit the Pepper's Filthy Tree.
Hit it. Let me switch over on this.
He's gonna switch over on this.
Go.
I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. Forgot my own riff. Because we got a Willie Adler looking guitar. He's gonna play with buttons. Sorry, this is a fancy Lewis set. I do shit way ghetto.
I'm always.
You're not ghetto. Me ghetto.
I was just like, I think I need to get more stuff, so I kind of have. I've run everything almost like a studio. Like it's kind of like I literally need someone to be like, Duke, Duke. Hey, I'm talking, Duke, Duke, Duke.
He needs a personal assistant.
Assistant.
To work for low ass Torres. All right. So it seems this sort of kind of looks a little Willie Adler, and it's got a little Will Adler action on the Fishman pickups. I'll play a little riff of mine that kind of reminds me a lot of Lamb of God, and then we'll get the hell on out of here. All right, here we go. Now I can see it. That just sounds awesome. I'm supposed to do this stuff when I get back home. Now that I see how it's all been running, it's actually as complex as it looks. It's quite simple.
Oh yeah, once you have it set up, it's super easy.
But that's a lot of fuckery and shenanigans to record yourself.
You think?
Yeah, but if my tutu falls off, I know I can
Sure. Yeah,
I can
yeah.
fix it a lot better
Yeah,
now. All right.
Wait, so now do we end it now? Because we kind of already ended it earlier.
We don't know what we're doing.
It's all right.
So, hey, again, I'm going to say this in every video you see with the surroundings. Luis Torres has kindly brought me into his home so I could check out some of his toys.
Too much gear, though, right?
It's an undertaking, for sure.
Yeah. It's definitely
it's a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
And you can't, and
there's
is
still
not
more.
all of it.
Yeah, no. Like
there's some in that room,
there's some in
in
this
that
room.
there's some in behind the wall
and there, and the other side. Yeah, it's crazy.
He's got a lot of stuff. And definitely, check out Lewis's channel. You'll see all this cool shit every day.
Click on the link here. Subscribe to Truck Driver Sean's channel. In the description, I'll put mine. I'll squeeze it in there without him knowing.
I have no idea how to put the link there. So just go in the description because I'm stupid.
Oh, no.
I don't know how to do it yet.
I'll show you how to do it. Yeah, totally.
Guess I'm going to get some YouTube lessons on here
That's
as well.
Right. You learn as you go along. Guys, thank you so much for watching. You guys are the best. And as usual, Sean, we'll talk to you soon.
That's right, jerk face.
That's hilarious.